Well, it's Wednesday.
And
It is November 20th.
it
Today is
is
Transgender Day of Remembrance. That's why we are doing a show.
son of a bitch.
We're remembering the people whose shoulders we are standing on. He gave us the courage to be who we are and cleared a path for us.
How
Now,
long have you been trans, Helga?
since I was two,
No, I mean really, really.
I came out in 20, I started coming out in 2014.
So 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's been 10 years. I've been full time since 2017.
I've been 13 years.
But I
Of
would
course
have
I
I would have transitioned in 1969, except I was at the Stonewall. I was sitting between Sylvia Rivera and Marsha P. Johnson, and I mentioned wanting to come out of the closet. Sylvia's exact words: "You're a fucking biker. You can't transition."
this is I was thinking it was really weird because yesterday I was thinking about all my friends that have died this year.
And
And
Marsha said, "Honey, you got to make sure you have enough money to pull it off because once you start transitioning, you are never going to find work." Those were her exact words.
I believe that.
Now, Marcia, she had a smile that would light up her room. She really did. She had a smile that would light up her room. She would just, she was just a wonderful, wonderful person. She used to sleep on my living room floor because she was homeless and she needed a place to be. And I really liked her. She was bubbly, energetic, had a wicked sense of humor, and was just generally a very, very nice person. That
Well, isn't
and
that
you didn't
weird?
want to get on her bad side because she'd probably kick my ass. Yeah, but she was just a generally beautiful person, and she had a heart of gold.
Well, I was thinking about I've got a lot of friends that have died this year, but not that many trans friends.
Yeah,
And I'm really glad that I don't have trans friends that have died this year. But
where did this stop? Where did this stop? Yeah. But then my inspiration for all of this, the person that I knew I was trans. The inspiration made me know that it could be done is this lady right here. I mean, she came out in 1946, right after World War II. She went to Denmark and got the surgery. Her name was Christine Jorgensen. She was on all the talk shows. She had her own TV show for a while. She was in all the tabloids all the time. And she was the person that showed me what was possible. But it was the 1960s, and the world was very, very, very repressive.
something I've noticed here in the last few weeks, how everybody who I don't want to really say that they've examined us and have examined our life and they're paying attention to us now, but they are.
Christine showed us what was possible. Without her, none of us could have come out of the closet. None of us would have had the courage to come out of the closet. Now, I couldn't find a good picture of Sylvia Rivera because Sylvia Rivera was kinetic energy. If there was a microphone, it was in her hand. She was Mama Sylvia, and she was the vocal leader of the
And you know what
movement.
they say, don't you? Sylvia's mother knows Sylvia's packing.
Sylvia sometimes packed if she could. She was homeless Hispanic.
And the
Transwoman.
operator said 45 minutes for
Yeah,
the next 3 minutes. Please, Mrs. Avery.
But Sylvia, if you got on her good side, she was really, really good people. If you got on her bad side, you were in trouble. All right, she could cut you down to a nub, just 3 sentences, just reduce you to just a quivering mass, or just a couple of sentences. She had a sharp tongue, but she also had a biting and sarcastic sense of humor, and she was very, very intelligent.
We tell you this because everyone should be prepared out there for what's happening right now. Right now.
I was sitting between them at a table in the Stonewall Inn when they decided that they had been rousted by the Vice Squad for the last time. Raising bail to get out of jail on a morals charge was a total pain in the ass. And they had both had to get themselves bailed out of the tombs. In the last raid, they decided that it was time to end this revenue stream for the bail bondsman and the city of New York. Vice Squad comes in, Vice Squad gets pushed out. I missed the festivities because I had to leave town. I gave Marcia my apartment as I was leaving because her exact words was, "How far do you think a black trans woman would last on a cross-country trip?" Because it was dangerous for trans women to travel cross-country.
Not very long, that's for sure.
And I made it as far as Tulsa before they nailed me for being a hippie. You know, it was one of those situations that if you got caught being anything but a normal person in the Midwest, you ended up in jail on some trumped up charge or another. So I know Marcia probably would have died in the Tulsa jail. I knew she was right. Marcia was a very smart woman. And
anybody that would live during that time and anybody that experienced being transgender,
she lived authentically.
That's how it is.
Yeah, she gave her life for her authenticity. Some John didn't like surprises back in 1974, strangled her through the East River. What a waste. That bubbly personality, just wonderful lady. She could, if society had been a little bit more accepting, she could have made a good living in public relations. And not only that, but she was Andy Warhol's best squeegee operator when they're doing silk screens. She pulled the squeegee for Andy when Andy was printing because she could pull it straighter, cleaner, and smoother than anybody else in the print room. Mapplethorpe was in love with her face and her fashion sense and her sense of style. The picture I showed you was shot by Robert Mapplethorpe at the Stonewall. This is what I would see. In fact, this is what I was walking across town with, going to the Stonewall. That's the lady I walked across town with, going to the Stonewall. I miss her.
Only the good die young. That's what they say.
She's a year older than me.
You were actually young then?
But she had both her and Sylvia had two strikes against them. They were minority and they were trans. And they lived authentically anyway. Two of the most courageous people I've ever known. Christine showed us it was possible. We're standing on the shoulders of giants. The time has come for us to follow their example. Stand up to the vice squad. We got to keep the spirit of Stonewall going. Because to do otherwise would be to besmirch the memories of these very, very brave and powerful women.
Sure enough.
The bad genie has been let out of the bottle by Mr. Trump and his supporters. We have to organize. We have to get together. We have to do public relations. Every one of us is an ambassador. Every one of us has to remain authentic and show that it is possible to persevere in this bad atmosphere. My friend Livia is in the emergency room of the UC Davis Hospital with an unknown ailment. Her body seems to be consuming itself. They're not treating her. They're not even properly diagnosing her. She's just languishing in the emergency room. And the nursing staff is mistreating her, misgendering her, and just generally making life miserable for her. That shouldn't stand. That's malpractice.
Sounds like my cousin. I said, you are a nurse. What are you doing? She goes, that's right. I'm your cousin and I'm a nurse.
Misgendering and being generally mean and not treating trans people is malpractice. If you do so as a hospital, you are liable to a large malpractice suit. Think about that when you mistreat a trans patient. Because Livia, too, is an ambassador. She's an actress, a good one. And a very, very warm, loving, and kind person besides. We didn't choose to be trans. It's something that happened to us, like having red hair or being left-handed. And I had a fourth grade teacher that didn't want me to be left-handed. So she whacked both of my hands with a ruler whenever I held my pencil in my left hand. I got nerve damage. You know, this wanting everybody to be the same. Everybody is different. You got to celebrate the differences, not punish them, not
I'm
mistreat them, not
going to
force them
explain
into
this
a
the
mold.
best way in the house. Look at Don Jr., Don Trump Jr., and then look at me. I'm nothing like him. Nothing at all.
Exactly.
Nothing like, and I don't want to be like him.
No. We are all different individuals. I mean, some of us happen to be trans. It's like having red hair or being left-handed.
Like this. Look at this. I was in this contest one time. It was a Magnum PI lookalike contest, and I won.
Yeah.
I don't look anything like him. But I digress.
Yeah, like Sylvia said, you're a fucking biker. You can't transition. I wish she could see me now.
When did she die?
2002,
Oh,
natural causes.
2002, I was in prison.
Yeah, Mama Sylvia died in 2002 of natural causes.
I got out of prison in 2011. Yeah.
But Mama Sylvia, we love you. Yeah, yeah. Anytime there was some kind of rally and there was a microphone or a bullhorn, it would be in Sylvia's hand. I tried to find a still picture of her. There weren't any, but there were tons. There was tons of video. There are Warhol prints floating around of Sylvia. And I have a feeling that Marcia probably pulled the squeegee on. In fact, I have a feeling there's a Warhol print of Marcia, Sylvia, my girlfriend Samantha, and Holly Golightly. It's a four piece silkscreen that's hanging in art museums all over the country. I cry when I see it because I knew all four people. You know, and Marcia probably pulled the squeegee on.
This is an honor for me too to be able to honor these people from our past. That really is an honor.
We have been around for thousands of years.
May
We are
13,
going to
Helga 10.
continue being around, regardless what the bigots, transphobes,
It doesn't matter if
misogynists,
we're here or not,
misogynists and assholes.
because somebody
think
will
we're
take
sick.
my place.
Because there will be
Somebody will take
another
Helga's
trans
place.
woman coming to take our places, simply because we occur naturally. All we want to do is live our lives, be ourselves. We don't want any special treatment. We just want to be treated like normal women.
Well, I want special treatment.
But I think normal women need to be treated a little bit better too. This war against women has got to stop. I'm talking to you, Donald Trump, and all your friends. This war against women needs to end. Or there will be no more nookie for you.
Think about that.
We will turn off the sex. We will start doing it with each other.
Okay, that's gonna be.
How long do you think your average oversex
That's
male?
just about gonna do it for me.
How long you figure your average oversex male can live without sex? Especially your standard garden variety bigots.
Couple days.
I think a sex strike is in order.
Sex strike.
We love you.
Yes, we will.
And we want you to be nice to each other.
But remember this, if you're trans, somebody before you came along and had to set the pace for everybody
tried to pave
else.
the way. Because we're here to show you that it is possible And we want you to live your truth. You're stronger than you think.
Mhm.
And get out of this stifling, suffocating closet. It's not a good place for anybody to live. We love you. Take care of each other.
Fuck the closet.
Bye-bye.